How do we want to start this?
Okay. Midwestern State head coach Bill Maskell, senior linebacker Daniel Laudermilk on your left side. On the right side, senior safety Marquis Christian will open with this opening statements from Coach Maskell.
Well, we hung around. We took away some touchdowns and made them kick field goals, and they missed one, and it's 23 to 17, and thought we had a chance if they did a great job of punting the ball and putting it down on the 3-yard line, and it's once it's down there, it put the defense in advantage and offense at a disadvantage, but our kids played hard. You give credit to Pueblo; they got a really good running attack and defense, and we gave up some big plays, but our defense kept us in the ball game, I thought, and then the offense, the 2 times we had sudden change, they converted touchdowns, and I really thought if we could have somehow got the ball back one more time at midfield, that I think it would have been a different ball game. But obviously the score didn't indicate that, and we ended up the way it is. Questions, or do we?
For Daniel and Marquis, they had a lot of running success the first 2 drives. Did you know y'all were going to be able to tighten that up and give your team a chance the way you came back in the second half?
Yeah, we knew that they were going to be a force coming in here running the ball. And they were doing a lot of stuff that we haven't seen before with the tackles pulling and the offensive linemen with the running backs sticking behind them. But Coach Renner and Coach Wilkins and McGraw, the defensive coaches, made their adjustments at halftime and a little bit before that, and that helped us to make plays more in the backfield and adjust ourselves to their schemes, and it was successful in the end. But it just hurts right now because we weren't successful in the beginning because of it came down to us, and it took a little time for us to adjust.
Same with a lot of milk coming in. We were prepared to face their running attack. We knew they had one of the better rushing attacks in the nation. So when they came in with early success, nobody had their heads down. Coaches, like a lot of milk said, the defensive coaches, McGraw, Wilkins, Renner, made the adjustments. And we came out and played the adjustments, and we started bottling things up, and just, we kept playing. Guys played hard. We made plays. And then in the fourth quarter, 17-23, offense had the ball in the 3. It just didn't swing our way this time. We've been in that position twice this year, and we ended up getting the W. So, it just didn't swing our way this time.
The way it had went all year for you, is part of the belief that kept you in it that you kept thinking one play is going to break for us, or you're going to get a scoop and score or something?
Oh, you definitely have that thought. I mean, the reason why we were so successful this year is because of that belief. I don't think there's ever a time, even with 16 seconds, 17 seconds left, when they got the ball back, we were all on the sideline just breaking down how we were going to win the game. We were like, well, if we block this punt, if we get an onside, that never stopped going on, and that's a testament to the personas and the characters that these coaches have built around us, and that's why it's so hard right now, because that had been going in our favor this year, but they just made a few more plays than we did, and we didn't get the luck of the draw in the end.
At the beginning of the game, did just kind of their size on the lines, was it what you were expecting, or were they a little bigger than you were thinking coming in, or what kind of might have been a surprise?
They were the same size offensive line that we faced. I mean, they were no bigger than West Texas. West Texas is probably the biggest offensive line we faced. But they were rough and tough, and they were physical, and they shoved and shoved and shoved, and they didn't stop. And they were tough and hard-nosed. And with them pulling that much, they're gonna be downhill. They're gonna be flying around. They're gonna be pushing and shoving, and they got to be tough because they're run offense. So it wasn't anything different than size-wise. It wasn't size. It was just physicality.
What did you think of their backs? Early they broke a lot of tackles, and it seemed like as the game went on, they didn't have much space to go.
Early on, we haven't played. I believe it was an early kickoff. It was probably the coldest game we played, so a bunch of guys were kind of missing tackles, things like that. But I mean, that their backs. I mean, they're two pretty good backs. But I mean, guys just came with it, and later on in the game, we just kept going at it, kept hitting them in the legs. Coach just kept telling us hit them low, wear them down. So as the game kept going, I think we got more energy, got more fire, and hitting them low. We just started taking their legs away. They stopped wanting to run the ball so much, and then in the end, I don't know, we just. Just couldn't
Anybody
get the
else?
dub.
After all the comebacks you've made this year, and I know you had it in your heads that, we can do it again. Do you think that played against you some?
You're asking that of me.
Yeah.
That played against us that we were going to come back.
Well, I mean, in the back of your mind, you're thinking we can still come back. Obviously, that's a good thing, but ended up not being able to.
Well, absolutely, we thought we could come back. I mean, we did come back. I mean, what was it, 17-0 at half? They got one touchdown in the second half, or 2 field goals. What was it?
Yeah.
2 field goals. We did come back. We just didn't finish it. But I mean, you go ask them I'm anxious to hear what they have to say when they come in here. I mean, we gave them there ain't anybody playing that close all year long. And I don't want to take anything away from them because they're a darn good football team and they're very physical. And we knew that going in. We said all week that we've got to win the line of scrimmage. And, we didn't necessarily win it all the time. And, we like I say, the 2 sudden changes were huge. And we put points on the board. And, we've got to find a way to get more points on the board. And, there's no doubt in our mind that we could have come back and won that game. And 6 minutes to go, we were in at 23-17. All we got to do is get a touchdown. It's 24-23, and the game's over. And because they're going to have to go throw the ball, and they're not a drop-back passing team. They're a perimeter team. We're getting on the edge. How many did they complete?
Not much.
I mean, they couldn't have completed over 1 or 2, 3 passes.
Touchdown.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah.
What kept your
That's probably the difference. in the
Yeah,
game.
I mean, they're not
what
a
kept your
passing team, but
offense
they.
from sustaining anything?
I think they got a pretty damn good defense. I mean, they got the guys got 19 tackles for loss, number 7, and 16 sacks, and that 92 in there. We had a hard time moving him. I mean, he's like a rock. And I think their defense had a lot to do with it. And our backs are all beat up. That is no excuse. I mean, but we finally used to get the outside zone started working, and we get some yards, and our quarterbacks, both of them got beat up, and then Hagan goes down, and then Quaid comes in and jump starts us and gets a score, and then he goes down on the fumble, and I actually watched him put the ball away, and somehow he lost it going down, but they've got a very good defense, very good defense.
Any more questions? Daniel, Markey, great season. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. You want me upstairs now?
Yes.
Okay.